Good evening, Chairman, Commissioner Carter, and Planning Commissioners. Again, my name is Lynn Mulstead. I'm President of Reston Citizens Association and appreciate the work that staff has done. However, the proposed 2025 policy plan amendment marks a significant shift from Fairfax County's long-standing commitment to protect stable neighborhoods. The new language introduces the concept of thoughtful integration of land use to enhance communities and provide additional housing opportunities. While this sounds positive, it replaces clear protections with vague and adaptable terminology that risks weakening the foundation of community stability built over 5 decades. In 1973, Fairfax County's Policy 18 declared that growth should preserve, enhance, and protect existing residential areas and open space without compromising the existing quality of life. That clarity guided growth while maintaining the balance between expansion and livability. The proposed amendment's abstract rewording, substituting terms like community members with public realm, signals a departure from those strong protective principles. This change matters deeply to Reston residents. It opens the door for interpretations that could justify redevelopment within neighborhoods that were once considered stable. As planning language becomes flexible, development decisions may increasingly reflect short-term growth priorities rather than enduring community balance. The draft amendment asserts that the county should promote land use decisions that provide resources to all communities, yet nowhere reaffirms the long-standing principle of protecting existing neighborhoods and residents' quality of life. This omission blurs the line between planned growth and unrestricted densification. Without explicit safeguards, Fairfax County's historic model, growth in designated areas, stability elsewhere, could give way to development creep across residential zones. High-intensity projects, such as stacked townhouse complexes, expanded commercial uses, or even data centers, could appear adjacent to existing neighborhoods. What's at stake is not modernization, but a wholesale reprioritization of county planning, where flexibility replaces stability as the governing principle. Once lost, the suburban character and sense of community that defined Fairfax County will not return. Equally concerning is the speed of this process. Public hearings have been fast-tracked, giving residents little time to understand dense planning documents or formulate meaningful responses. Fairfax County once set the standard for citizen engagement, but streamlining procedures have eroded those core democratic practices. Reduced public notifications, fewer hearings, and compressed comment windows only deepen public distrust. True planning depends on transparency and collaboration. The Reston Citizens Association firmly opposes any process that sidelines residents or weakens the tradition of open participation in decisions that shape their communities. Reston is not a typical suburb. It was founded as America's first successful planned new town. Its design integrated density near transit with safeguarded green space and distinct residential neighborhoods. For decades, this structured balance preserved both accessibility and livability. In 2019, then Vice Chairman of the Planning Commission, James Hart, summarized Reston's guiding principle. Future development would largely be concentrated around the transit station areas, and we would leave the rest of Reston the way it was. This principle was reaffirmed through the 2023 Reston Comprehensive Plan Update, a 3-year community-led process that combined equity, affordability, and health goals within the framework of neighborhood stability. The proposed policy plan amendment dismisses this craftsmanship. Overriding such carefully negotiated, community-supported frameworks in favor of county-level generalizations underlines both local autonomy and planning integrity. Reston's comprehensive plan was the product of data analysis, technical studies, and thousands of volunteer hours. Its purpose was to guide managed growth while maintaining Reston's character and environmental balance. Fairfax County should respect this extensive local work rather than rewrite core policies through a rushed countywide update. Reston already carries over 11,000 approved housing units in its pipeline, primarily near transit centers, Additional residential intensification beyond these areas directly contradicts the principles underpinning both county planning and Reston's continuity as a livable, walkable, and environmentally sound community. Reston's founding mission remains as relevant now as it was in 1964. Robert E. Simon envisioned a balanced community guided by 6 core goals. The one that I want to focus on is number 4, that says to plan development around people, not maximum density. These goals transformed mid-century suburban planning. Reston's higher density village centers were never ends in themselves. They were designed to preserve green space and enhance community life. That design strength earned Reston international recognition as one of 33 biophilic cities worldwide. Landscape architects Beatrix Ferrand spoke of the long view, the wisdom to design for both beauty and time. Reston's landscape, from wooded trails to reflective lakes, embodies that philosophy. These are not luxuries. They are essential to residents' health, tranquility, and connection. Losing this equilibrium to overdevelopment would be irreversible. Once land is consumed, it will not return to woodland or park. The policies that weaken neighborhood and open space protections risk erasing what makes Reston and Fairfax County overall a distinctive, a rare balance between urban access and natural respite. Restonians, homeowners, volunteers, and civic advocates have faithfully stewarded this vision for 60 years. The county must honor that investment. Neighborhood protection is not hostility to growth. It ensures that growth enhances rather than displaces. Good planning rests on firm boundaries, targeted development areas matched by stable, preserved neighborhoods. Fairfax County's tradition has always respected this balance. The 2025 policy plan should reaffirm it, not dilute it under the guise of flexibility. Fairfax can evolve and adapt, but never at the expense of the enduring principles that make it a community worth protecting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Molson.